Every time Elon Musk announces something, you get two crowds. One says he's a genius, the other says he's full of it. And honestly, both sides have receipts. But this latest announcement, Macrohard, this one's different. Because he's not just building another product. He's saying his AI can replace entire software companies. Like all of Microsoft. And I spent the last week going through every source, every filing, every detail I could find. And what I discovered is way more nuanced than the headlines are telling you.
Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead.
So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Macrohard is, how it actually works under the hood, why Musk is combining Tesla hardware with xAI's Grok model, and most importantly, whether this thing has any real shot at delivering on its promises. I'm also going to walk you through Musk's full track record, because that history tells us exactly what to expect here. Let's get into it. Musk's track record. The full picture. Now, to really understand whether Macrohard has a shot, you have to look at Musk's history, not just the highlights reel, the full picture. Because his track record is genuinely one of the most fascinating case studies in modern business, equal parts brilliance and chaos. Zip2 and PayPal, the foundation. It all started with Zip2 in 1995. Musk built an online city guide, basically early Google Maps for businesses. Compaq bought it in 1999 for about $307 million. He got ousted as CEO along the way, but the payday was real. That funded everything that came after. Then came X.com, which merged with Confinity to become PayPal. By 2006, PayPal had over 100 million accounts and was processing more than $27 billion a year in transactions. eBay bought it for $1.5 billion. Here's the pattern that starts emerging though. Musk gets replaced as CEO again. He's brilliant at starting things, but early on, the people around him kept deciding he wasn't the guy to run them day to day. Keep that in mind. SpaceX, the crown jewel. SpaceX is arguably Musk's greatest achievement, founded in 2002 with the insane goal of making space travel cheap enough to colonize Mars. People laughed. By 2025, SpaceX was conducting roughly 170 launches a year, controlling about 80% of US orbital launches. 80%. That's not disruption, that's domination. They pioneered reusable rockets, built the Starlink satellite constellation with over 5,000 satellites, and forced legacy aerospace companies to completely rethink their business models. But, and this is important, speed came at a cost. A Reuters investigation documented over 600 employee injuries at SpaceX, largely attributed to the relentless pace Musk demands. Innovation at that velocity has real human consequences. Tesla. The double-edged sword Tesla is where the story gets complicated. On one hand, Musk proved the entire auto industry wrong. Tesla's Model 3 became the best-selling EV ever, passing 1 million units. In 2021, Tesla briefly became the most valuable car company on Earth at over $1 trillion. By 2025, they were still delivering about 1.64 million vehicles a year, though BYD in China has since overtaken them. On the other hand, Tesla's history is littered with missed deadlines, quality complaints, and investigations. Reuters found that Tesla quietly knew about recurring parts failures in suspensions and steering racks, but often pointed the finger at drivers instead. Autopilot and full self-driving promises have been perpetually almost there for years. Whistleblowers say Tesla inflated driving range numbers. The pattern? Incredible vision, aggressive execution, and then a trail of unresolved issues left in the wake. The rest of the empire's Solar City brought residential solar mainstream, but was a controversial acquisition. Critics called it a bailout of Musk's cousin's struggling company. Tesla Energy has since grown into something real, though, hitting record battery storage deployments. Neuralink is doing brain-computer interface research. FDA-approved human trials in 2023, but earlier animal testing drew serious ethical concerns. Reuters reported unnecessary animal deaths during rushed experiments. Big promises, early stages. The Boring Company was supposed to solve city traffic with underground tunnels. So far, it's built a small loop in Las Vegas. Hyperloop remains a concept. And then there's Twitter, now X. Musk bought it, fired most of the staff, clashed with advertisers, told them to go screw themselves on live TV, and watched ad revenue drop by 55 to 78%. The platform's value cratered. But Musk doesn't seem to care. He views X as a long-term play for his everything app vision. What is Macrohard? Alright, so let's start with the basics. Macrohard was officially unveiled on March 11, 2026, as a joint project between Tesla and xAI. And the name itself? Yeah, it's a deliberate jab at Microsoft. Musk isn't even trying to hide it. He literally described it as an AI system designed to emulate the function of entire software companies. That's a direct quote. Let that sink in for a second. Now here's how it actually works, and this is where it gets interesting. Macrohard pairs two systems together. You've got xAI's Grok large language model acting as what Musk calls the navigator, or the master conductor. Think of Grok as the brain. It decides what needs to happen. Then you've got a Tesla-built AI agent that handles the execution. This agent processes real-time screen video and controls the keyboard and mouse. So picture this. The AI is literally watching your computer screen, understanding what's on it, and then taking action. Clicking buttons, entering data, navigating software menus, just like a human would, except way faster. Musk frames it using the System 1 and System 2 analogy from psychology. Grok is System 2, the deep, strategic thinker. The Tesla agent is System 1, the fast, instinctive reactor. Together, they're supposed to function like a hyper-efficient digital office worker. Musk's internal nickname for it? Digital Optimus. And that's not random. He's drawing a straight line between the physical Optimus robot handling manual labor and this digital version handling white-collar work. Paperwork meets robots. That's the pitch. On the hardware side, Macrohard runs on Tesla's custom AI4 chips, each costing roughly $650, paired with xAI's NVIDIA-based server infrastructure. Is cost efficiency. Cheap chips handle the front-end processing, and the expensive GPU servers only kick in when deep computation is needed. Musk says this makes the whole stack cost competitive, which matters a lot if you're trying to sell this to enterprise clients who care about margins. But here's the thing you need to pay attention to. As of right now, March 2026, there is no product, no demo, no beta, no release date. All we have is Musk's announcement, a trademark filing from August 2025, and some Tesla job postings that hint at computer use agent R&D. That's it. And if you followed Musk long enough, you know that the gap between announcement and delivery can be generous. The messy timeline. So let's actually trace how we got here, because the timeline tells a really important story. August 2025, Musk first drops the name Macrohard on X. No details, no timeline, just the name and the trademark filing. Classic Musk. Plant the flag, generate buzz, figure out the rest later. But then something happened that most people missed. Within months, the project reportedly stalled. Leadership turnover hit. A guy named Toby Pradhan was running things, and then he wasn't. Priorities shifted. Business Insider reported that some Macrohard engineers got reassigned to Tesla's autopilot team, so the project that was supposed to replace software companies couldn't even keep its own team together. Not a great sign. Then January 2026 rolls around, and Tesla quietly invests about $2 billion into XAI. That's not pocket change, even for Musk. And shortly after, SpaceX, which had merged with XAI, announced it was rejoining the Macrohard effort. So the project got rebooted. By March 11th, Musk goes public with the full announcement. Joint Tesla XAI venture, Digital Optimus, the whole pitch. But here's what's worth noting. The project went from announcement to stall to reboot in less than 7 months. That kind of instability at this early stage, that's something you should keep in the back of your mind as we dig deeper. What this means for Macrohard. Okay, so now you've got the full context. Let's connect the dots to Macrohard, because the patterns are loud. Pattern 1. Vertical integration. Every single Musk venture feeds into the others. SpaceX rockets use Tesla batteries. Tesla merged with Solar City. XAI's Grok powers Tesla's AI ambitions. And now Macrohard combines Tesla's custom chips with XAI's language models. Business Insider nailed it when they described Musk as building an infrastructure of diversified assets that he combines in different ways. Macrohard is the latest remix. This is actually Macrohard's biggest competitive advantage. Most AI companies have to buy their hardware from NVIDIA and build everything from scratch. Musk has his own chip fab, his own AI models, and his own massive data pipeline from Tesla's fleet. That's a moat most competitors can't replicate. Pattern 2. Grand vision, slow rollout. Musk always announces big. Full self-driving was supposed to be here years ago. Mars colonization is always a few years away. Macrohard claiming it can replace entire companies? That's the announcement phase. What will actually happen is staged demos. First, it'll automate simple tasks, filling spreadsheets, managing emails, basic data entry. Then gradually more complex workflows. Don't expect it to emulate Microsoft anytime soon. Pattern 3. Picking fights with giants. The name Macrohard tells you everything. Musk wants a war with Microsoft. He's done this before. Tesla versus the entire auto industry. SpaceX versus NASA's contractor cartel. X versus the social media establishment. He thrives on positioning himself as the underdog challenger, even when he's one of the richest people on the planet. But here's where it gets tricky. The AI space in 2026 is not a vacuum. Anthropic has Claude. Microsoft has Copilot, deeply embedded in Office. Google has Gemini. OpenAI has its own agent tools. Macrohard isn't entering an empty market, it's entering a battlefield. And unlike electric cars in 2008, the incumbents here are moving fast. Pattern 4. Expect controversy. If Macrohard actually works, even partially, the backlash will be enormous. We're talking about an AI that watches your screen, controls your keyboard, and automates jobs that millions of white-collar workers currently do. Privacy concerns, job displacement fears, regulatory scrutiny. Given Musk's history of downplaying risks and rushing products, these issues won't be hypothetical for long. The verdict. So here's the honest take. Macrohard is vintage Elon Musk. A massive, audacious, slightly absurd vision backed by real technological assets and wrapped in provocative marketing. The underlying tech, an AI agent that can see and interact with any software interface, is genuinely compelling. And the hardware advantage Tesla brings to the table is not something you can dismiss. But right now, Macrohard is still vaporware. No demos, no products, no timeline. And the project already stalled once before it even launched. Musk's track record shows he can deliver transformational outcomes. SpaceX and Tesla prove that. But it also shows he overpromises on timelines, underdelivers on safety, and leaves a lot of collateral damage along the way. The smartest way to watch Macrohard? Pay attention to demos, not announcements. Wait for third-party testing, not press releases. And remember that Musk's ventures tend to take 2 to 3 times longer than he promises. But when they do arrive, they often reshape entire industries. This one's worth watching closely. If you found this breakdown useful, do me a favor and smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel more than you'd think. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think Macrohard can actually deliver? Or is this another overpromise? I read every single comment, and the discussions you guys start are honestly one of the best parts of this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I've got more deep dives like this coming soon. I'll see you in the next one.